Okay, we are now recording.
All right.
So welcome to your coach training. I'm a coach now what? Training number 1 for the August session. So it's nice to see you all. We're able to make it this evening. Are you all enjoying the training so far? We've had just 1 week. Have you all managed to stay pretty current each day? This meeting is really like, it's not just for Shannon and I to give any additional training. It's for all of us to meet up and kind of get a feel for where you're at. And it's your opportunity to ask any questions or go over any material that maybe you wanted to us to expand on, or anything that you'd like to share. So that's why I said in the post for everybody to bring 1 question.
Right. Yes. And I think Steph McCoy was going to post her question in here since she couldn't make it. Let me take a look, see if she did. She did. Oh, she wanted to say thank you. She goes, I don't really have a question, but I wanted to say thank you for bringing up the information about coaching codes. That's something that I did not learn in my first round of Coach Basics, and I find it extremely helpful.
Yes. Coaching codes is awesome. And I didn't know about it myself for like the first, I want to say at least 6 months of being a coach. I really had no idea that that was even out there. And I didn't know how to create product links either. And so there really are actually 2 ways. I never ever send anybody just to well, I shouldn't say never ever. About 98% of the time, I do not send people just to my website. I either walk them through the process or send them a direct link that I get from Coaching Codes, or if it's not updated yet, because sometimes Coaching Codes is not updated with the newest promotions and programs. So then there's a way that you can create your own product link, and it's easy if you just put in the FAQ on your Coach Online Office, product links, and it'll bring up the description of how you create a product link. And basically it's just a link that you copy and paste, and then just it highlights it in red, the portion of the link that you just replace the product ID number in there, and then you add your Coach ID to the end of it. And it's really simple. Shannon, did you want to add something?
Oh yeah. No, and what that will do is that will take your customer to exactly the product that they're wanting to look at.
Right. So
instead of sending, like Bonnie said, instead of sending them to your website where maybe they don't know where to go, send them to, like if they want the direct link to, say, the Fixate Cookbook, send them directly to that link, or to send them directly to that link.
Exactly, because so many times, and the reason I never do it is because I made that mistake initially, and they wound up ordering the wrong thing, or they got frustrated because they didn't know where to go, and they would just, give up. So going forward, I said to myself, I'm never going to do that again, and I either send them a direct link or walk them through the process.
Yeah.
So does anyone have any questions about that? Yes.
I do. So once somebody orders something, how long does it take to show up on your page?
Very, very quickly. It used to take about a day, but now it takes just maybe a half an hour. But you can also go to the previous office view. If you go onto your Team Beachbody page, and on the Coach tab, when you hover over that, it'll bring down the drop down, and instead of clicking on Coach Online Office, there's an option underneath it that says Previous Office View, and that's real time.
Okay.
So beforehand, when it used to take longer for it to show up on our Coach Online Office, I used to always go to Previous Office View because I knew that the next second it would be there because it's real time.
Okay.
And then you just click on orders and customer orders, and it'll show up right there.
Great, thank you.
You won't see, like if you sold a challenge pack or whatever, you won't see the Success Club points for at least 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, they'll show up the next day. But yeah, I use the Previous Office View all the time too, especially when somebody said they ordered something and they just said they ordered it. So I want to make sure that they actually went to the right spot. And you can
I had somebody order something just like 5 minutes ago.
Right. And if they, well, and if they just ordered it, but they just called it in, or they ordered it from, there's a between Beachbody website and Team Beachbody
I
website.
sent them my link.
Okay, good.
Okay.
If you guys should know this though, if someone to just beachbody.com, you will never see any commission or any Success Club points. It doesn't matter if they're your customer or not. You won't see anything from it. They have to go to teambody.com or your direct links. And I'm a big proponent, and so is Bonnie, of sending them your direct link to what they want,
Right.
you know, or walk them through the order process.
And you know what? I actually, Shannon, find that it takes longer than 24 hours for the Success Club points to show up. Sometimes even up to, they say 3 business days. So I don't stress unless it's been past 3 business days. But sometimes it really does take up to 3 days to see it.
I think especially towards the end of the month, don't you think? It takes
Yeah, they're usually busier. So anybody else? Okay, who's next?
Who's next with a question?
We're going to start calling on you if you don't raise your hand. You all need to have at least one question that you want to discuss.
Let's go
Abby,
with,
did you?
yeah,
Yeah, I'll unmute you.
yeah, there you go.
Okay. Hey, Abby.
Hi.
Hey.
My question was, I have a friend who I think would be a great coach, and I'm trying to get her interested in doing the 5-day training, but she's being really resistant. So I didn't know how much I should kind of push her to at least take a peek at that, or kind of how to proceed.
Tell us a little more info. Tell us what you've seen her, and tell us what she has replied back to you.
Okay. She did a challenge group with us, and was doing a really awesome job in there. You know, be by 7 a.m. she'd have her workouts done. She'd be posting in there, be motivating other people. So I just thought that she'd be like really good coach material. So I reached out to her about running the 5-day training. You know, she's not responded. She had just ordered a challenge pack with Shakeology, and she's like, she hasn't even gotten it yet. And she's like, oh, I need to call them to cancel my auto direct or auto shipping. And
Oh my goodness. How did you approach her? What was your dialogue to her about, hey, you'd make a great coach? What was your dialogue?
I just talked to her about, you know, how she was so motivating to the other people, and, you know, how she was really engaged in the group, and how she had found a lot of success using the Beachbody programs.
Yeah.
That'd be perhaps something she would like to continue with. Is pretty much a gist of what I had approached her with.
That, you know, that sounds pretty good, but a lot of times somebody will take that as, oh, they want me to sell something.
Right.
So she's backing off because she wants to sell something. So don't worry about it. Just kind of blow it off for now, because you planted the seed, right? So we're going to have the sneak peeks like every month. Every month we have a sneak peek, so don't worry about it. I have a woman that I've been talking to for 2 years, and she just said, I think I'll look at the sneak peek this time, you know. But you'll learn how to talk to people. You'll learn more and more, and the more you do it, I think the easier it's going to get.
Yes, it's so true. Because as you know, at the beginning, we all had, you know, to face the fact that we weren't that good at it. But the more you do it, it's really about practicing. So just take as many opportunities as you can to talk to people about it and invite them to it, and you'll get better at it. But, you know, I find that I just put it out there, ask people, you know, would you be interested in possibly earning an additional income from working part-time out of your own home, helping people get fit? You know, just something simple like that. And if they say yes, they're interested, then I say, well, why don't you join my 5-day sneak peek? Or, you know, if I have a challenger who's really engaging and very supportive of other people, I'll say, have you ever considered being a coach? Why don't you join my 5-day sneak peek and find out what it's all about? Or something like that.
It's all in how you present it. One thing that Bonnie said is a really, really, really good thing to say. Considered becoming a coach. instead of, hey, I think you'd make a really great coach and you know, blah, 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 blah. Just something simple is, have you ever considered becoming a coach? You know, just something very simple. And they'll say, what is that? Or what do you mean? And you can say, well, 5 days sneak peek into what we do as coaches. Would you like to join that and take a look at it? So the less you say, the better. A lot of times, don't you agree, Bonnie?
Definitely. Yeah, you don't want to, we call it vomit. You don't want to vomit your body all over them, which we all do at the beginning because we get really excited and we just want to share it all with them. But the less that you say, the better, because we just want to give them little tidbits, you know, just to get their appetite wet and then just create some interest so that they'll want to.
I'm sorry, Bonnie, and run it by us, or run it by, if you have a success partner, or run it by Julie, run it by somebody and say, how does this sound before you even present it to the person? Because we can help you reword it. And if you have a success partner, or if you have any other coach or two that you work with, just kind of say, what does this sound like to you? As long as you run it by somebody else, like just message it in a Facebook message, and you'll get some additional feedback and help on it.
Right.
Because Bonnie and I used to do that. We still do that.
Yes, we still ask each other. So what do you think? How does this sound?
Yeah. And I trust Bonnie's instincts, and hopefully she trusts mine, you know. And if it sounds funny, or if I think it's long, or she thinks mine's too long or too short, you know, we'll say that. We don't mind saying that because we want each other to be successful.
Right. And that's why it's so important when you find a success partner that you are not afraid to share, you know, to give constructive criticism and to, of course, give kudos where kudos are, you know, due. So you want to really find someone. When we discuss success partners, we'll share that with you. But it's really important to find someone that you can really talk to and not be afraid to speak your mind with.
Right. And it'll be somebody that becomes a really good friend of yours. So,
yes.
Becky wants us to run through the things that we talk about in the sneak peek. What do we do in the sneak peek? Have any of you all been in our sneak peeks before in the past? Heidi? Yeah. Lisa? I don't know what that is. That sounds like a horse. Somebody tapping their fingers.
Who is that? Maybe it's a phone ring.
My coach Mari is trying to get back in. She got booted off and is trying to get back in.
Oh.
I don't know if there's something going on, but she's trying to get back in if there's anything that needs to be done.
Shoot.
Oh, Becky was asking about going over the things we discussed in sneak peek. I'm sure. Yeah, there's nothing we can do right now, but I'm sure if she continues to try, she'll get in. She would have to just click on the link or dial in on the phone line.
She might want to dial in on her phone line. Yeah, I don't know.
So Becky, the sneak peek basically is going to be going over just each day. There's going to be a video posted with just a little bit of information about what we do as coaches. So one day we may discuss Success Club and, you know, the exciting parts of, you know, why we all want to make Success Club, and talk about maybe the Success Club trip and the bonus, you know, the prizes or free stuff that we get by making Success Club. You know, each day we'll just give a little tidbit about what we do.
And how we earn and
right.
How we stay fit in, and just, you know, just little tidbits of, and we do have some of the coaches that have done little videos about their reason for being a coach, their why, and we'll put some of those up.
Right, exactly. So we'll probably have a video each day of a coach with their why, I would imagine. Julie is the one who actually runs the sneak peek. She's done a few of them, and she's really excited about her responses. So she's pretty much taking the lead on that. And I believe that she does have planned day video of a coach each day telling their why. So anybody else? Is the sneak peek free?
Yes.
Yes, the sneak peek is
Right on
free
Facebook.
to everybody, and it's only 5 days long. So that's why it's such a great way to invite people to find out about it, because there's no commitment. It's basically just finding out information, and it's only 5 days. So it's a really easy way to get people to just, find out more about it.
And people do get really interested because it's quite different things that, other multi-level market
Yes.
network marketing. And if you guys want to invite someone, look in your events on Facebook, go to, and you'll see Julie's and mine. And Bonnie, you have one up too. Do you have one up too?
Yes.
Okay, there are at least 3, all 3 of us have an event listed there. You can choose any one of those events and invite someone to it. So
Right.
it doesn't have to be mine. It doesn't have to be Julie's or Bonnie's. You can pick one of us, just start inviting people.
Right. And I actually just posted the picture that Julie had recommended. She has this great post on her personal page about the sneak peek where she offered everybody, to come join. And she created this picture of herself just sitting in her chair, looks very casual, she wrote all over it about what you'll find out in the sneak peek. Now, I'm not very proficient with being creative with my pictures, and I keep saying I'm going to do a tutorial and learn how to do this. So I just have to share with you guys this experience because I was determined to do this post tonight because I saw Shannon, I saw yours too, and it looked.
Oh yeah, because I did one too, right?
Yes, it looks fabulous. So
Okay.
I saw yours and I'm like, okay. I saw Julie's and I saw my sister Ellen already did one too, and I'm like, all right, I have to do this. So before this call, I got on Pick Play Post. I'm not Pick Play Post. On PicMonkey, which is what we use to create those. And I just started copying Julie's picture, the words, but I am not very comfortable with how to get the text in the different fonts and the different colors and the spacing. And so I'm playing around with it, and it was taking me forever to try to figure this out and to pick the right fonts and everything. So I wound up finally doing it, and right when I was done, the whole website conked out on me and I lost it.
No!
Yes. And this was 10 minutes before this call. And I'm like,
No.
no freaking way.
Oh my.
I wound up just saying, okay, I'm doing this. So I did it all over again. And I finished just before the call. So I
Now we
posted
gotta go
it.
look at it.
You'll have to check it out after this and let me know what you think.
Yeah. We'll look at it.
But
Oh my
anyway,
God.
Nice job.
Thank you. I just wanted to share that frustrating experience with you all because I'm sure you'll all go through it at one time or another, so you can remember this story and know that it's not just you're not the only ones that have to go through this kind of stuff. Because whenever you're learning something new and learning how to create these collages and these photos in order to promote your events and promote things like that is important, and it's just taking the time to learn it. And so sometimes things like that happen while you're doing that, right, Shannon?
Yes, they do. Heck yeah.
Okay, let's see. Who's next?
Let's go to Lisa.
Lisa.
I'm actually in here because I'm DJ's coach. So I'm just working one-on-one with him,
Okay.
bringing
All right.
him along.
So let's go to DJ. DJ, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. I actually called in on the phone because I haven't gotten my audio or video working on my computer yet.
That's okay. Do you have a question for us?
The question that I might have, and sorry, Lisa, if I should be just asking you this directly, but is there a specific restriction to, I mean, I know I've seen that some people are setting up like group workouts, and then my understanding is maybe they're certified coaches or becoming coaches to be able to give those, but are there limitations to things that you maybe try to initialize at your workplace or neighborhood because you're not certified or because you don't have the right training or course?
Are you talking about fit clubs, DJ?
Possibly. I'm trying to
I'm
think
talking
of
about a live workout, right?
right.
Okay. Yeah, be covering fit clubs. That's what that's called. It's called a fit club. And I'm going to look and tell you what day we're going to do fit clubs. Hang on. Fit clubs will be day 1 of week 3, people. Day 1 of week 3.
Okay.
You don't really even have to worry about it. Don't even worry about it till we get there. We
Right.
want you to focus on the thing every single day. Okay.
Mhm.
So don't even worry about it. We'll talk to you about how to do it, and anybody can do it.
Okay, and my other question was about, I know that, there was the challenge for us to share Shakeology with someone else. Is there something that would be against kind of sharing that with multiple people at work? Just kind of, hey, try this out. This is what you see me drinking every day kind of thing. Is there an issue with doing that?
Share with everybody.
Everybody.
Okay.
Yes, as many people. I remember when I first started being a coach, I was sharing with everyone at my job.
Yeah.
And I think it got to the point where they're like, here she comes. No, but you kind of get to learn. You kind of get to learn to tone it down, not to be too much. But at the beginning, a lot of us are a little bit too much because we're excited about it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you just learn over time, to approach people when the timing is right.
And the timing would be right if somebody saw you drinking your Shakeology and said, what's that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So then the word will spread like wildfire.
And I think the video that Julie posted about how much is too much really helped me to understand it's about sharing that experience and not trying to sell or trying to tell people, oh, you need to buy this or you need to be involved in this. It was show your experience and hopefully that will lead to people coming to inquire more.
Yep.
Exactly.
I loved that video of Julie's. That was awesome. That was a very good
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
So Tracy, are you there?
Yes.
Oh, yay. I can see you too. That was perfect timing.
Yeah, it wasn't working.
It just appeared right when I said your name. You
That's
always do
magic.
the grand entrance, right?
Yeah, see?
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks. Tracy and I go back to high school.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my God.
Yes.
Very cool.
Okay, so Tracy, do you have a question?
Yeah, actually I do. Everybody that I have talked to, I get the same answer. It's so expensive. How do I overcome that? Because I've tried, well, instead of going to Dunkin' Donuts and getting coffee, a bagel or whatever,
Right.
drink your shake like I do. And everybody, no, it's just so expensive. That's all I ever get.
And it's really not, is it?
It's not.
Bonnie is going to go with this one, I think.
It really is not at all. And people don't really say that to me because not ever, but not as a whole, because I think by the time I get done sharing with them about Shakeology, they realize how much value is in each shake. And so before I even go into the price with them, or even give them the opportunity to ask me how much it is, I first share with them the value. And I don't even bring up Shakeology until first I always make sure that I get to know what their goals are. So when someone starts, even if they started to say to me first, what are you drinking? And if I say, oh, this is my daily dose of dense nutrition, this is Shakeology. If they say, oh, how much is it? Right away, which most people won't do that right away. But even if they did, I would say, well, let me ask you a question. Are you trying to lose any weight, or do you have any fitness goals or, health goals that I can help you with? And I'll turn it around and just start asking them questions about themselves, because you don't want to be put in a situation where you're feeling like you have to give them information before you've really had the opportunity to share with them what it's all about.
Right.
Because most people look at it and they think, it's just a protein shake.
Right.
Or it's just a weight loss shake. And they don't really understand that this is so far above any of the other shakes on the market. And the only way that they're going to know that is for me to explain that to them. And so first I'll ask them about their goals, and if they're trying to lose weight, or if they have any health issues that they're trying to overcome, and then get them to open up and share with me, really show them that I'm interested. And if I don't have the time, like let's say we're in the elevator and someone asks me, I'll get their contact information and schedule a time to, or get them on Facebook or something so that we can have a further conversation. You know, I don't ever just come out and tell them how much it is, because then it is easy for them to just say, oh, that's expensive, because they don't really know what's in it. So always make sure that you're creating an opportunity where you are able to show them that you're interested in helping them and finding out about what their weight loss and fitness goals are, or health goals. And then after you have that conversation and you ask them questions to bring that out in them, that's when you'll then explain why Shakeology is going to be able to help them reach those goals. And Tracy, we can have a one-on-one, coach call. Well, I'll tell you exactly word for word what I say during my conversations. But in the coach training page, I'm also going to be sharing with all of you what I say in one of the videos that I post. And I also am going to be posting a document with that video that gives you examples of questions that I ask them and things that I say to kind of bring out their deep why. Okay. Yes, Laura.
Yeah, I'd like to add to that too, is I kind of think of getting the free coach, that service is pretty valuable when you consider how much personal trainers are. To add that to it's expensive, but you're getting a wonderful product, plus you're getting, this great service and a bunch of personal trainers, because everybody on your groups are kind of like your supporters, so you could add that as value as well.
That's very true. Good point.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting your own personal coach, so that's a lot of value added to it as well. Very good.
Right.
Okay.
And how do I get internet on my phone right now?
You can't. There's no internet.
Someone's got some distraction.
Anyway.
Okay. Can you guys?
If I were to go outside, then
it wouldn't work. The internet's not working.
Anybody know who's? I'm going to have to mute everybody okay, I think it was this phone call over here. Okay, let's see. Who's next? Heidi?
Yeah, Heidi, do you have a question?
No, really don't have a question. I'm here with Lisa, Abby, and DJ.
Okay.
And
very good. Way to go, Heidi. Okay, how about Kelly? Kelly, do you have a question?
How much does it cost to be a coach every month?
Okay. Well, each month there's a $15.95 coach fee.
I'm sorry, what was that?
$15.95, just as the monthly service fee to keep your coach account so that you're not behind on your monthly fee. Okay. And then in order to stay considered active as an active coach, then we all need to maintain, it's called 50 personal volume points. And so depending on what you order, if you're drinking Shakeology every month, then that satisfies your 50 personal volume points.
Yeah, because that's 90.
It's actually 90.
So Shakeology every month is 90 points, but I have to maintain a minimum 50.
Yes.
Right.
Say
that again.
I'm sorry?
We didn't hear the last part that you said.
How much does Shakeology cost every month after 21 days?
If you're a coach, depending on your tax, the tax where you live, it's about $105 every month.
Okay.
In Florida, it's 99. Right?
It's 99 in Florida.
Move to Florida. There's another reason.
Well, that's with tax and shipping. It's $105. It's $97 in Iowa, in the Midwest, wherever we are, with 6% sales tax.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then if you add on the shipping, which is $2, and you add on the tax, it's $105 here.
Okay.
So it's about the same in Florida. Just be like 106.
Yeah.
It's about the same as you said Iowa, which is we're 6.35.
You're 6.35%. So it'd be about the same for you.
I'm sorry?
It'll be about 105.
Okay.
Are you on Shakeology right now, Kelly?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You need to be on it.
Yeah, coaches, it's very difficult to be successful in this business if you're not drinking Shakeology.
Exactly.
Because Shakeology is really the bread and butter of our business, and the only way that we're going to be able to share it with people is if we're drinking it ourselves
And we know what it does.
Yeah, we know what it's done for us, and we can share that with other people.
Okay, so that's going to be $15.95 plus the 100 Shakeology a month.
Yeah, it's about $116.
All right. Is it automatically charged?
Deducted? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
By two separate charges, one for the Shakeology and one for the $15.95 monthly service fee. And normally Shakeology is $132 a month, but because you're a coach, you're saving $32.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's see. Who else did we not hear from?
Dawn Stike is on. I don't know, Dawn, if you have any questions, shoot them out.
I do have a question. Okay, I have a gal that has been dragging her feet. I mean, she keeps saying she wants to be a coach. She keeps coming up with question after question, which is good. But now her most recent question is, how can she tell how many other people in her area are coaches? Because she's concerned that it's going to be oversaturated in her area, because at one time she was doing Scentsy, and it made it really tough for her to try and sell the product. And I replied, first of all, the majority of your business isn't going to be just your area, because we do an extreme amount of our business by sharing on Facebook and other social media. And it's not strictly what you'd want to consider as being sales. It's more about sharing, which gets people's attention. And I told her, I said, you'll reach a broader base by focusing on social media as opposed to face-to-face there in your immediate area. Is there a better response that any of you have ever had to answer a question like that with? And if she continues to insist on knowing how many coaches are in her area, how do I gain access to that?
Wow, there's really no way of knowing how many coaches are in her area. Where does she live?
Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Bowling Green, Kentucky. There are coaches,
Melinda.
you know, and you know what, Dawn, you know, the block that we live on, we have at least 4 coaches in our neighborhood. Besides,
I totally get it. I just don't know if there's a better response I can give her.
You've said that was really good what you said to her, because we do a lot of sharing us all pretty much on social media and emails and things, and it's going to be once she signs up as a coach, she's going to have all the training that she's going to learn how to broaden her horizons and reach out and make new contacts all over the place, you know?
Right. And that's, Becky had just added that you also can check out the Super Saturday that's in your area to see the participation.
Right. Very good.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else?
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Who is on the 763 number?
That's me, Jessica.
Oh, hey, Jessica. Do you have a question for us?
The only question that I can think of is, you know, we're supposed to tell the story and tell about this stuff. Is it okay to avoid people that you know are going to backlash about it? Because I don't want people. Well, like I was putting stuff on my Facebook, and then my husband, which is not the greatest supporter, doesn't. I told you this stuff before.
Yeah.
Like his cousin's wife said something to him, who then called my husband and like, oh, so now he, you know, you're doing this pyramid stuff, whatever, you know. And so it's like, is there a way? I mean, is it okay to? Are you supposed to just ignore that, or do you just
ignore it?
Yes.
And okay. Bonnie, I want Bonnie to talk to you about this too, but ignore it, because you're going to have the haters out there, and you're going to have the jealous there. And this is not a pyramid scheme, because pyramid schemes are illegal. And we do have some information about what this is and what a pyramid scheme is to tell the difference, right?
Is there a way I can get that?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, there are actually many videos on that. Carl Zeichler has a short one that's very good. Lindsay Matway made one. I remember, so if
Okay.
if you go to YouTube and just put in the search Beachbody pyramid scheme, you'll see some videos that coaches have made dispelling that whole idea.
Do that,
Okay.
Jessica. Yeah, look those up.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll give you
Okay.
some good ammunition to use when people say that to you.
And Bonnie, what do you
Okay,
think?
'cause that's-
I'm a firm believer in the haters.
Yeah, I have no tolerance at all.
I don't either.
So whenever anybody says anything that's negative, most of the time, it depends on the situation, but if they're not even worth my time because they're just an ignorant person, I don't even waste my energy trying to defend it. But if it's someone who I value, like I'm friends with, in real life, and someone I value their opinion, then I'll explain to them why they're wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of the time, there's always going to be some haters out there. So you just have to let it go through one ear and out the other and laugh all the way to the bank.
That's exactly right.
All right, guys. Well, this was really
Can I add to that?
Yes.
Yeah, Laura wants to add to that, Jessica. Go
Yeah,
ahead, Laura.
Yes.
I experienced the same thing, and it is easy for strangers to just, oh, well, whatever. But when it's family and friends, it is a little more difficult because you want them to accept you and you don't want to hear negative things. But sometimes it just takes time. My husband will probably kill me, but he wasn't, really majorly supportive in the beginning. And now he's working out with me. So
I love it.
awesome.
I love it.
So, and now it's like, when are we going to work out? And it's like every day he's excited. He
Oh,
drinks
that's
the
wonderful.
That's fabulous.
He lost a lot of weight with the Shakeology. He's been drinking that a couple months. He said, oh, I'm going to try the exercises. So sometimes it just takes some time to see, that you're sticking to it. You're not going to quit. So they might as well just get over it and either join you or hit the road, just leave me alone.
Yes,
So-
yes. Perfect. I love it.
Awesome. Thank you, Sharon.
That's awesome, Laura. Tell your husband I said, way to go.
I know, say that from all of us because I love that you guys are posting your pics together.
I know. I'm trying to. I want to do a videotape, but I don't know that. I'm not sure he's ready for that.
Well, you'll work up to it. That's awesome. I love it. Okay, guys. Well, this was really a great call. I love how everybody participated, even though it's so late for us East Coast people.
Now, thank you guys.
Yes, thank you all for showing up and participating. I'm glad that Shannon and I and Julie, we're sorry that she had to miss tonight. She had a family event that she needed to attend, but we all are very appreciative of all of your engagement, and we're glad that you're all enjoying the training and really staying current and watching the videos and, posting on the page. That's really important to show that you're engaged and, participating.
And you know what? Anytime you have a question, anytime you don't understand something, don't just let it slide by. Message us or put in a comment on our training page because you will get answers from us because we're not going to let you just flounder.
Yeah, make sure that you tag us in your questions so that we see them because there's so much going on the page that a lot of things can get missed. So always make sure that you tag, especially your personally sponsored coach, to make sure that they see it.
Yes.
All right. Well, everybody have a great night. It was great to see you all. And we'll see you all next
Thank
Thursday.
you.
at 9:15.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Bonnie.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.